Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm especially excited today because I am the proud new owner of what is, in my opinion, the world's coolest amp. I'll tell you all about this steampunk beauty, but first let's give it a little demo. Sounds great in my opinion and has a different tone than any of my other amps. Let's take a quick look at the specs. It's a small 15 watt Class A tube amplifier with a 10-inch speaker. There are two 6L6 power tubes and one 12AX7 preamp tube. There's a bunch of other components, but my technical knowledge about these things ends there. And besides, that's not really what makes this thing so cool. It's two other aspects. First of all, the look and the design. It's as steampunk as you can get. And if that word is new to you, Wikipedia defines steampunk as a subgenre of science fiction or science fantasy that incorporates technology and aesthetic designs inspired by 19th century industrial steam-powered machinery. Basically, if Will Smith's character in Wild Wild West was a guitar player, he would have used this. Now, the first thing that makes this amp stand out is obviously the look. It's something special and surprisingly functional. This meter here reads the cathode voltage of the power tubes. The copper tubing not only have wiring running through them, but also offer protection to a number of the components back here. This other meter reads the output level. There's a light strip above the controls, as well as a light within the speaker enclosure. These lights turn on when the amp is turned on. I gotta say, my favorite detail is these fully functional faucet knobs. These chains attach them to the volume and tone control, so when you twist the knobs, the chicken heads turn too. It also works in reverse. The amount of detail is nothing short of amazing, from the leather binding going all the way around the cabinet, to the mounts used behind the controls, to the speaker guard, to the brass handles. Everything about this amp was thought about. As much as this is a guitar amp, it's a work of art. It's one of a kind, custom made with parts sourced from all around the world. Now, the second thing that makes this amp so cool is the man who built it. He is shockingly not a professional amp builder or artisan of any sort. He's rather an only child who, without siblings, needed to find a way to keep himself occupied as a kid. He began tinkering with electronics and figured out most of it through trial and error. As life progressed, he had a long-respected career in the medical field, but in his free time, he would still mess around with electronics. This hobby for many years took the form of pinball machines, which he would buy, fix, and resell. Until one day, his son started to show an interest in guitar, and being the incredibly supportive parent that few are lucky to have, he thought that maybe it would be cool to build him an amplifier. This set into effect a whole new tangent of his electronic hobby, amp building. I believe this is the world's coolest amp, not only because of its jaw-dropping beauty, but also because it was built by my dad. There's been a number of times on this channel I've talked about my path to where I am now, and I always try to make an effort not to say things like, I'm lucky. I believe what I've been able to accomplish was through my own effort, and don't get me wrong, I'm extremely grateful to people like you who have helped me get here, but I don't see it as luck. Except for one thing, I am incredibly fortunate to have the parents I do. They have gone above and beyond in their support and belief in me. Any positive qualities that I may possess, it all comes from them. On top of that, my dad builds me stuff like this. When he showed me the final project after working on it in secret for months, it reminded me that I won the lottery the day I was born. So to Samurai Dad, thank you so much. You can look forward to seeing this amp over here amongst all the other amps he's built me, but for now, check out this slideshow of the amp build as I play myself out.